welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca Ruiz, and today I'll be sharing with you the process to create this layout titled Winter using the Snow Pine Lodge collection by Simple Stories. This is the cover. The colors are very nice, very fun. It's a pretty collection, and I selected the 3 pattern papers that you see vertically behind the snow globe, and also I chose the snow globe chipboard frame for my photo to enhance it. And to add more colors and patterns to my layout, I'm adding 2 more pieces of paper. The main one that I'm distressing the edge right now. I tear the edge of the paper and distress it. I want to have the snow globe like in the middle left side of the page, and I'm going to fill the bottom part also with this dark green paper to create some contrast and interest in the page. And I'm arranging the strips of paper vertically there behind the snow globe. I'm just taking a look to see if I like it by the moment, and I do. So I'm going to work with the upper side of the layout. I'm going to add color there using the kissing technique. Instead of using the plastic, I'm doing it with an acrylic block. It's the same technique. I'm using a small acrylic block to manage the amount of ink that I add. I'm also using the brush to fill some spaces, and I'm also using the plastic, as you can see. The color is very bright, so I'm adding white acrylic paint to settle the blue in there. It dries really quick because the acrylic paint dries fast. And I'm also going to add some snowflakes to the background. The stencil I'm using is from Simple Stories, from one of the Christmas collection of last year. I can't remember the exact collection, but it is from them. You can use any snowflake that you have, and the colors I'm using match the collection. It is like a mint. I'm also using a white. I'm using different sizes of snowflakes, and I'm placing them in different places to balance the colors around the upper part. Some of them are going to get covered when I add the papers, but it is fun to add those little touches to the page. Right now I'm adding a few pink snowflakes because the collection has pink, and one of the papers that I'm using behind the snow globe is pink, includes pink, so it is going to balance the page and give it a nice look just by adding a contrasting color in between all those blue in there. I started by adding the green paper, the dark green paper, to the background, and then on top the mint one. And to divide the upper part from the lower part, I'm using a washi tape. I'm checking the pack in the collection to see which one I want to use. I want to create some contrast, so I'm using a red one. And I'm tucking the edges on the back of the page. And previously, before starting the page, I selected a few items that I think that will look great with the snow globe, and those are the trees, some animals, and only one flower. It's a miracle, I know. I love adding flowers, and this time I'm just using one, but sometimes just one is enough, like in this case. I'm finding the right placement for the trees because I don't want to cover everything that is in the background, so I'm trying to find a nice place for them and for the deer and the animals. To fill the space on the right side of the layout, I'm going to add this ribbon. They are like mountains, and I'm adding them in this area because I don't have paint in there, so having these colors continue with the same scheme that I have from the background. And I'm also adding a ribbon tree near the right edge. Now that I have those pieces ready, I'm adding the trees and the other stuff, finding the right placement. And I want to fill the gap between the snow globe and the trees with this little sticker. It will be covered, but you can see the little bit of green there. I also added a small tree on the left side. I'm using foam tape behind this tree to give it some dimension. I like to play with the layers on the page, and I do that by using foam tape. I'm placing it in a way that I don't cover the sticker tree that I placed there. This is repositionable tape. I like to use repositionable tape when creating because this way I'm able to move anything if I made a mistake, as you are going to see, because I totally forget about the paper strips that I cut and prepared, that I notched the edge. The papers that I want to use behind the snow globe, I totally forget about that, so I will be adding them soon. After adding more stuff to the background, so I need to go back and remove some of them to add the paper strips. I'm placing the trees and the deer on the right side. I added a little squirrel on the left side. They are looking like to the photo. Also the deer is looking into the photo. And this is like a fox, I think. And I place it in between the mountains and the deer. The snowflakes that I added to the background are from the sticker book. They are very thin, so they look as part of the paper. Very nice. I can add them also with foam tape, some of them, but I prefer to place them just on the background. Here I am. I need to remove the snow globe, and I'll be adding the paper strips. I started with the red one, the red plate one. It's red and pink. Then I want to have the yellow in the middle, and it's like a blue teal, a teal blue color, and the yellow one is in the middle, in between them. Now that they are ready, I'm adding the snow globe again. I just removed the snow globe, and now I'm adding tape to the top area to secure those paper so I can cut the excess. I'm using my paper trimmer because I like to have straight cuts, clean straight cuts. So this is why I prefer to use the trimmer instead of the scissor for that. From the sticker sheet in the collection, the one that came in the collection pack, or you can also get it in separated in the store, in your favorite store. I'm adding the scalloped border. This one is not a full 12 by 12, so this is why I started on the left and right edges and then moved to the center, and since it will be covered, you don't notice. It is like 11 3/4 instead of 12 inches. From the sticker sheet also, I'm cutting this label. I'm removing the white around it because I want to add it on top of the snow globe using foam tape. I'm just making sure that it is straight, and I'm adding it on top of the snow globe. For the title, I'm using the winter word from the foam sticker in a color that matches the background and the strip of paper there. I love this font and how nice it looks there. And I'm using one of the die cut flowers on top of the snow globe, just one, because I don't want to cover the photo and overwhelm the layout with a lot of things there. So just want to give it a nice detail, a nice touch to my page. And as always, I'm finishing my project by adding enamel dots and decorative brads from the collection. Since they are from the collection, they match perfectly the colors, and they are really beautiful because these enamel dots have glitter. They are amazing. A great detail to any page or project. After adding my enamel dots, I will go to my computer to print the journaling in a white cardstock. I used thin cardstock without texture to print it in my home, and then I cut it into strips and add it to the page by using liquid glue. And this is the finished layout. I hope you like and enjoy the process of it. If this is the case, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more inspiration. If you want to follow me in social media, all the links are in the description box. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye!